said, okay, you can take the 65-foot.
When you get strangers on the boat, it's kind of weird.
I'm driving. If I hook a right, we all die.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Captain's Report. In the hot seats today, co-host Captain Caleb, Carolina Hook and Fly. We got Captain Ike, Grand Chillin' in the house. Captain Colin, who we running for, Captain Colin? You got to get bounced around.
Carolina Hook and Fly, but I'm all over the place.
That's right, Carolina Hook and Fly. Legendary Captain Jack Black Diamond. Of course, our producer Joe, Fish Finder 3, Fish Finder Fishing Charters. We got some funny ones for you. Let's get into it.
Welcome to the Captain's Report, where the fish are big, the stories are bigger, and nothing is off limits. We're talking wild fishing tales, charter chaos, and the unfiltered side of the industry, straight from the captains who've seen it all. So grab a beer, hold your rods, and tighten those drags, because this ain't your granddaddy's fishing report.
All right, guys, so I got some cool topics for today. Caleb, you were mentioning something, we got a couple of new timers on like a newish captains on the bus, and maybe get their input or get some information from them on what they have experienced so far and or what their thoughts are so far, and maybe get a couple questions in there at the end where they want to go from here. But what do we want to start with first?
Well, first off, shout out to all y'all. It's been hot this week.
Oh yeah, how's
we've been running
first week of like good true doubles almost every day.
It's been busy, but I think it's cool. Once again, shout out to you for the podcast, because we have Captain Jack, who's been here. How many years have you been licensed?
He was talking about this one earlier, I think.
42.
So and this is cool because
wait, the question is, who in this boat is older than 42? Only one. By how many years?
I'm 44.
Okay, so the old man's had his license.
Well, I ran boats 2 years before I got my license. So,
so the
I
opposite
wasn't trying to trump you. I was just
You could be my daddy. I know. I get it.
So, but that is cool that the way that this is set up, the way that this is going, we have somebody who is 40 plus years in, and then today we get to pick the brains of Ike, your first year.
Yep.
Colin, first year licensed. Joe, second year licensed. So I think that's pretty cool. We get to cover a broad spectrum.
So I think you wanted to know, how was everybody's first trip?
First charter ever.
As a licensed captain.
Ike?
Yeah?
All right, guys. So I thought I hit the jackpot. I got my first charter. They were guys from South Carolina.
Nice.
I said, this has got to be great. So I loaded the boat. I was so nervous, I've been fishing like forever. And when you get strangers on the boat, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to them. They're not really talking a whole lot back, So I take them out. I try to hit some spots like I know are just kind of out of the way kind of thing. And we caught some fish. They were all bass fishermen. So I was trying to tell them slow down, all this stuff, whatever. So I caught them some fish. I don't even think I had a keeper, but we caught a bunch of stuff. It was late July.
Yeah.
It was tough, but we caught a bunch of fish. And so we're all getting along good. They started talking to me, I knew where they were from, and we just got to talking, this guy, whatever. And so we get back to the dock, slide in. I was like, oh my God, because you know how dockings can be sometimes. And you got everybody watching, so I smooth, got in there and tied up. And these people jumped off the boat like they had stole something from me. I started filling my pockets, They didn't say, hey, had a good time.
Didn't shake your hand?
Didn't shake my hand, nothing. And I'm just standing there, and they hit the dock. They went up the ramp, and they were gone.
Gone? You said you didn't get any keepers, but they're just out. They didn't.
Yeah. Like we were getting along, no problems or whatever. Like we were joking back and forth. They were having fun. They all had bass boats, so they fished on Lake Greenwood.
So they left, and did you sit on the boat for a couple of minutes and have to kind of contemplate that?
Yeah, I was like, man, I like fishing. Screw this. You know what I mean? If every trip's going to be like, I was like, if every trip's going to be like this, I'll just fish. I ain't worried about taking nobody.
Had they already paid?
They had paid, but of course, I don't know if they didn't want to give me a tip, whatever. I don't care. But they just took off, and I was just like, this is very strange.
No tip?
No tip.
Stiffed?
Stiffed on my first trip.
Stiffed and run.
I've made up on it from there.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's only up from there, ain't it?
yeah, I was thinking I went home. I went home. I told the wife. I said, "Well," she was like, "How's the trip?" And I said, "Well, I told her what happened, and she was like, "What'd you do?" And I said, "I don't know." Because sometimes I say things,
Well, you got to get that first one knocked out. I mean, after that, the second and third, do you remember? See,
yeah.
The ones that kind of start flowing and you don't remember quite as much.
Yeah, so I was glad when the nerves got over with. Like, now I think before a trip, like, what am I going to do? I got my first, second, third spot. You know, I'm looking at the tide. I'm looking at the wind. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm not nervous about finding fish anymore.
Doing the radio fishing, talking to people on the radio, getting intel.
Yeah,
where's the bait? Where's this?
Yeah, I'm like, I feel good about just going and catching fish now that I got some of the kinks worked out. Because, like, fun fishing, you fish all day.
Yeah.
We're on like a 4-hour trip.
I think the old man had a good saying. I think he said to us one time before, he's like, one of the adages in his head. What was it, Bob? You were talking about, how do you think about people when you take them fishing to kind of get over the nerves?
Well, I didn't start running a charter boat. I started running a head boat with
a lot
65 people.
Yeah.
So the first few days, I had the nerves. But then I had to tell myself, okay, I'm just going to go fishing for myself, and some of my friends are going to go along with
65 of your friends going fishing. Just want to take your friends fishing.
Take myself fishing where I knew I'd have the most fun,
have
and
a good time.
few friends
Yeah.
are going to ride along.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. Then I started thinking, I realized everybody doesn't fish that comes on the boat. Like, when you start, I give them a demonstration, and then you turn around there holding the reel upside down
and backwards.
And they're like, oh, your handle come off.
Yeah.
And like, they talk a good game, but when it comes to doing it, you kind of figure them out.
You learn. Gotcha. You learn that you got to be a little bit of a teacher too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I really enjoy that part. So I really like the people that have no idea when they get on the boat. One of the first things I ask them, have you ever been with us before?
Clean slate.
And they say no. I said, have you ever done any inshore fishing? And most of the time the answer is, well, we do freshwater fishing. So I said, have you ever done any saltwater inshore fishing? And when they say no, I say, great. And they just look at me like I'm stupid. And I said, I could teach you.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay.
All right.
And so that's what I like doing.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Colin, you I know you made it for a little while before you started running. But
Little while.
Yeah, I know. How many years?
How many years did you make?
7.
Oh,
7
I
years.
didn't realize it was that
Yeah.
long. Jeez, you got a little bit of time as a mate under your belt.
Yes,
so,
sir.
So was your first trip kind of like, was it nerve-wracking to you, or did you already feel like you had, kind of like being with all these different captains, kind of knew what it was going to be like to be out on your own?
Yes and no. So the fishing aspect was not nerve-wracking. I feel like I'd had that down.
You're comfortable with it?
Yeah. Handling the boat and safety of the customers and all that other important stuff that comes with being a captain, that was a little bit
nerve-wracking?
Yes.
When everything's on your shoulders
yes.
now?
The responsibility is pretty heavy sometimes. Obviously not as bad anymore because I've got some trips under my belt now, but
No,
first
it is terrifying knowing I'm driving. If I hook a right, we all die.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, and see a lot
Try
of
not to
people
think about that.
Yeah, a lot of people that come with us don't realize, like, and this is anywhere. I mean, you take a taxi down the road, you any kind of public transportation. We take some of these people's lives in our hands, and if you don't make the right decision, you not only could you hurt somebody, you could kill somebody.
right.
So
Yeah.
that's a lot to think about too, especially being a new captain. That's a lot of responsibility falling on your shoulders. But
So the fishing-
on the shoulder.
The fishing you felt good about, but then the other stuff started weighing down on you a little bit, like, oh, I'm in charge. I got to make sure everybody's safe and everything's done right.
Yeah. And because of all that other stuff, I feel like it kind of affected my game plan a little bit, my thinking process. And it probably not for the better. It definitely hindered my thought process a little bit in terms of fishing, but
I get that. 'Cause
it's just something to balance
get
out. I
different
think.
calibers of clients, like kids and or elderly. Sometimes we call them cotton tops, or you have to cater to their needs
Right.
more so than the importance of the fishing. I mean, you know that the fishing could be going off at 3 Mile and people are catching kings, but you got 2 little kids that can't handle a chop. You can't do it. You can't do it.
So what happened? What was the first day?
It felt like daycare.
You had kids?
Yeah, I had one mom and 3 of her kids between 5 and 8 years old.
Welcome
Very
to the
first
radio,
trip.
buddy.
Yeah.
Welcome
So
to the
it was,
radio.
we did not
herd
catch
cats.
many fish.
Non-stop baiting hooks. Though.
Yes. Yep.
Is that the one that had the infant strapped on the front? Was that day one?
No.
Okay.
That was day 3. I think.
Okay.
That was day 3. I had already,
You got
gotten
the
a couple
nerves out of the
of
way.
them,
Then he gets thrown to the wolves by a newly mother nursing a child.
Yeah.
That was a new experience.
Oh,
for
I forgot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's another good story. Yeah.
That's a
What can I
newly-
say? I don't know what I can
Yeah,
say.
say
Okay.
it. We can always cut it out later.
Yeah, that's a good story too. This was probably my 3rd day. This was an afternoon trip. A mom, or not newborn, but
Yeah.
very young
Infant.
son or daughter. I don't remember.
You allowed that on the boat? Is there not
So
an age restriction? Don't we have an
so-
age restriction?
We kind of put a little bit of restriction on ours, just
so
because.
they called Chris,
Yeah.
the boss, and they asked, and he said, "Yeah, it's okay as long
Sure,
as
why not?
as long as I'm not like responsible for like watching it. Like it's gonna be with the mom the whole time. Like I'm
See,
still
Colin
have
over here.
responsibility,
Okay,
but I'm
all
not
right.
over there like
now,
I'm not over
cast
there like
over
changing
this hole
his
over
diapers
here,
and all that.
And
Like,
there's a mud minnow in the live well. Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Sounds like me. I'll be over there.
so anyway, we they hop on the boat, and it's a mom, her younger kid or her older kid, who's probably 8 or 9 at this
Yeah.
point, and then her newborn, and then we get off, we take off, we go fishing, start catching some fish, and both of my live wells are in the back of the boat, right, and 2 flip-up jump seats in the back as well.
Yep.
Best seat in the house, pretty comfortable.
Oh yeah.
So that's where she was sitting with the kid the whole time. Anyway, maybe an hour and a half into the trip,
Everybody was getting kind of comfortable.
yeah, we were, chatting it up, talking about whatever, like always. And then I turn around to grab somebody a bait, look back behind me, and it's just full titty in my face. full breastfeeding titty. And I kind of took the breath out of me a little bit.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I don't know what to say because
Peekaboo.
she seemed very relaxed. She was still holding this conversation with me while I'm sitting there looking at. Yeah, it was a little. Definitely
Young Captain
not what I
Colin got
expected.
thrown to the wolves
To
on
say
that
the
one.
least.
Get thrown to the wolves. Son, let me teach you about the birds and the bees.
Excuse me, ma'am. I need to get a mammogram. A mud minnow. I got to get a mud minnow.
So 3rd day in,
But, yeah,
nursing mom on the boat. And
Yeah,
she
that
wasn't
was-
afraid to take care of business. Hey, baby was hungry,
she
man.
just whipped that thing right out like it was nothing.
That's pretty good.
Hey, I wish I could have got that one.
It wasn't all that.
Oh, when you get my age, they're all that.
Well, Cap Joe, you got one that'll top that for your first day, buddy?
No, I have nothing that can top that.
Well, even if it doesn't top
But
it,
I
what
can-
what was going on? What was in your heart?
I
and your
can
head?
agree with what he was saying about being so nervous about the responsibility of my customers and safety. It was weighing on me a lot in
And maybe affecting some of your fishing decisions?
fishing and just nerves. And I know leading up to my first trips, talking to Robert and asking all these questions about if this happens, who do I call? How do I talk to the Coast Guard if something? I was just like all these scenarios that could go wrong is what I was so worried about.
That makes you
And so
a good
it
start.
was almost too much of focus I was putting onto it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to
But think-
relax.
Thinking about all that is what builds the iron.
And
Yep.
it didn't help that it was the first trip I ran, and I'm leaving the dock, and here comes Dave just sit down and watch me leave to
Oh,
egg me
one of our
on.
other captains came down to watch the show. Just gotta wave you off.
Yeah, and I'm like, really? You got to do that?
I was like you, me.
No, so Jason took a video of me leaving on my first trip, and I thought that was really cool memories. And so I just happened to be standing up there. Colin took off, and I said, "Oh, So I whipped it out, took a video, and I sent it to Jimmy. And I think it's cool because, when you get old,
Here's your first trip, man.
nice
That
to
is.
look back on.
I wish I knew my first trip.
Can I tell you about my friend's first trip?
Your friend's first trip? Well, let me ask this question: do you remember your first trip?
No.
Woodstock.
Woodstock. You're a captain on the Nina or the
It was
Pizza.
back before they had the diesel engines. Yeah.
It's called a sail.
All right, so let's hear
I'm
your
gonna
friends.
whoop
Your,
all of y'all's ass when we get off this bus.
all right, so let's hear your.
All
friend.
right.
Is this going to go unnamed friend or?
We can if you want. I don't know. He's got the same name you got.
Oh, let's talk about old Strick.
Yes, my buddy Robert.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, he
so-
started. Captain Robert mated for you on the headboat starting out, right?
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
He was my first mate. I kind of took him under my wing, and he was all ready for it. He understood the whole 9 yards and just hadn't had the chance, And finally, our boss, Tom, said, okay, you can take the 65-foot, Captain Bill out. We'll let you run it. So he comes to me and he says, you're not doing anything tomorrow. I'd like you to ride with Robert. I'm like, Robert don't need me looking over his shoulder. That is not going to help him.
So he wanted to cut him loose on the headboat, but wanted him to have a chaperone at the same time.
Yes, he called me the safety valve.
The safety valve.
Yes, he wanted me to ride with him, be the safety valve. And I'm like, Robert ain't going to learn nothing if I'm there. Robert's got to run his boat, do his thing.
The way he wants to do it. Yep.
And Tom was like, yeah, I don't feel comfortable with, letting him take that boat without, And so I told Robert, you didn't know how else to handle it, but come up to him and said, look, Tom's going to let you take this boat trip tomorrow.
Yep.
And you're the captain. You run the boat. And he was all, yeah, excited. I says, okay, but the bad news is for you to be able to go, I have to go with you. And he looks at me and he says, well, how am I going to be running the boat if you're on? I said, no. I says, I'm going to put a crew shirt on. And me and my first mate hopped on the boat for deckhands for him. And we were going to be his deckhands. I got me a crew shirt,
Yep.
So we load everybody up. Captain Robert talks to the people and ready to go. And we gave him the signal, all right, go ahead, lead the slip. Well, it's been a while since I've been a deckhand. I kind of forgot to untie the spring lines. So on Robert's first time out in the slip,
He gets a running start.
65-foot boat, right over there. And Robert's like,
Way
giving
to
us
set the
one
man up for
time. The boat turned sideways, back it up, dude. Yeah, come on. People on the boat are like, y'all haven't been crew very long. No, he just hired us. We looked around. We were going to tell him that we were, captains on the other boat. Say, yeah, he just hired us. We're trying to do our best. He's a great captain,
That's pretty funny.
Oh,
That is
brother.
pretty hilarious. Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, the headboat.
Set the man up for disaster.
Yeah, we told him, hey, man, you recovered good. We just tested you.
Well, do you have you remember your first one there? Caleb?
I got a doozy of a first one.
All right, let's hear this one.
So to set the scene, I was working for a marina. They had said, hey, we'll hire you. Go get your license. And your first year, you're basically going to be a mate. Go ahead and get your license. You'll work under somebody. You'll mate. Once you feel good.
Felt pretty comfortable. Like, that's cool.
Yep,
I'll get to learn
yep,
the ropes.
yep.
And
Absolutely, which I had already fished down here 4 or 5 years just on a personal boat. So I was like, okay, well, every bit of knowledge and experience helps. I'm in. I'll work for, tip money or whatever captain decides, but I'm sold.
yeah.
Get my ticket. And it was late April. It was late April.
season's just getting ready to start kicking off.
Yep. And I talked to the guy that I was working under. I said, hey, man, I'll be down there in the morning, bright and early, ready to get the season started. I show up, ice the boat, bait the boat, get all the rods loaded on, and ready to roll. Captain shows up, and Captain has a disagreement with the marina owners. Disagreement got a little out of hand.
Tell me he walked off.
He didn't walk off. He got asked to leave.
Whoa. So you show up for your first day expecting to be mate.
Yep.
And I'm kind of assuming what the next question was from the owner.
There was no question. He threw me the keys and said, pitter patter, let's get at her.
Well, that's one way to kick it off.
So I was like, all right, well, I was expecting a year of
Getting into
guidance.
It, figured it out.
Exactly.
And I got tossed the keys. And so I was like, okay, I've already fished down here, 4 or 5 years. Like, I know the inlet.
Yep.
I know what's going on.
Yep.
I know areas I need to be in. I can figure this out. Internally, panicked.
Panic. Straight panic. Heart
Absolute. It's like a duck. I'm calm and cool on the surface, and then they're just paddling as fast as I can underneath, just trying to keep it together. And it was a family. I think it was 4 or 5 people, but at the time it was a 23-foot boat. I had a pretty packed boat.
Yeah.
But I'm like, all right, we're good. We're good. We got the right tide for the first half of the trip to flounder fish inshore. Tide gets worse later. There's been some Spanish showing up at the reef. So I'll, flounder fish a little. In the trip, go troll a little. Family loads up, and I'm hey, guys, how's it going? This is the game plan for today. We're going to flounder fish for a little bit, and then go try and catch some Spanish for a little bit. And they're all absolutely awesome. Good to meet you. Talkative family, good people. And at the time, the bite was way up on the north end. Early in the season, I'd found some flounder. And so I was like, all right, good game plan. Tide's right. We go up there, and an hour goes by, and we've yet to get a bite. And the tide's right. And I'm like, okay, I know these fish are here. I've been fishing here. I've been doing my homework. I've been out, researching, taking another boat out and finding these fish. And so now first day, I'm like,
Panic mode.
we gone an hour, no bites. I've only got 3 hours to figure this out. I'm like, all right, I've got a backup plan for these flounder. We're going to move spots. Now, in this first hour, they had said, hey, we want to learn how to bait a hook. We want to see how you hook these baits, and we want to do it ourselves. I said, that's fine. I'll show you. But if you don't do it right, you're either going to sling him off or you're going to hook him in the brain and he's going to die. But I'll show you. So I took some time, showed him this is kind of the sweet spot. We get to flounder hole number 2. I go to open the live well. They had knocked the drain plug out the bottom of the live well.
Oh, man.
While they were baiting their hooks at spot number 1. All my bait's gone. In the way the live well designed, the holes at the bottom,
Yeah. Big.
flush, all the mud minnows.
Right down out
Gone.
the cover.
So now I'm really panicking because I have not caught a fish in the first hour.
Bait's
And now I have no bait.
completely gone.
Pull back into the marina, and I'm like, all right, we're going to take a timeout. And I told him, I said, hey, somebody knocked the plug out. The bait's gone. I've got to stop. I've got to reload. Great time to use the restroom. If you want to get a snack, get a snack.
Good thinking of you.
And so they were like, oh, awesome, cool, And I was like, I'm not mad at y'all, but from now on, I'm going to bait the hooks, And they were like, yeah, we get it. That's our bad, whatever. So now it's 2 hours in. By the time all this is said and done,
Yep.
I get new bait, and they go to the restroom, come back down, got snacks, and they're sitting on the boat waiting on me while I was getting bait. And I look, and 2 of them are eating bananas. And I was like,
Man, Caleb. This first trip, man, I didn't realize it was this rough.
I'm not superstitious.
Sabotage on your first
Every
trip.
level.
I'm not
The
superstitious.
bananas,
I'm not, but I'm a little stitious.
a little stitious. Maybe a
And
little bit helps.
And so I was like, oh, no. They've got bananas. This is my first day. But I haven't told them it's my first day. I'm not going to. So I load the tank back up. I'm like, hey, look, I made a joke out of it. Usually bananas, that's a no-go on a boat. So y'all finish those and just toss the peel in the water.
Just in case.
Let's get rid of them. And thankfully I didn't have a second trip. So I was like, look, I'll give you a little extra time today. We'll go try to find some fish. They finished the bananas, load up with bait, and the tide was about dead low in the inlet. So I'm like, okay, we're going to head to the reef. We'll play the tide switch. We'll troll for some Spanish. I get a 3 mile, wind kicks up. It's 3 and 4 footers. Everybody is soaked. I was just dead and determined. I'm like, we have to catch fish. And I'm in a 23-foot Key West. Like, we're taking them over the side. I try to troll. It's not happening. Everybody's soaked and mad. And I'm like, okay, I've got to get back in. I putz my way back in. And I'm like, okay, it's still kind of like a lowish mid-rise. I've got time. I've got a spot I can go. I gave them 5 hours, and we never landed a single fish, never had a solid bite. And that is the only trip in my career that I have been unintentionally skunked.
Lost
Absolute
bait,
zero.
bananas on the boat, gave him extra time, ran to the reef and got him soaking wet. Wasn't even supposed to be the captain.
Yep.
That is a pretty
Not-
tough. That is a pretty tough.
I went home.
First day.
I went home and I cried.
Oh,
Because I love this. I love this with all my heart.
I didn't realize. I mean, that kind of sets you up. Like, hey, again, no tip for Ike. You can only go up from here.
Yeah.
So just like
That's
you said,
right.
it's only up.
It's
Nothing
only
worse
up.
than that.
That's it. Man, this is a pretty. This is
You
a
got
pretty
to
tough.
have days like
This is a pretty
that
tough.
to build.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
pretty
Build the
tough
character.
first day,
Yeah,
guys. Hey.
I had to do some serious, like, all right, am I built for this? Can I handle this? Is this the way it's going to be? And it ended up working out. And now I'm 10 and a half years in and still love it with all my heart. But that first day, man, it knocked me back a notch.
Those is pretty rough first days.
Unfortunately, I've been around a long time.
Did you just say unfortunately?
Fortunately, unfortunately, I'm the old guy.
No,
I
fortunately, you've been around a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's a
okay.
fortunate thing.
Okay, how will we say it? Thankful I've been around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I still feel like I'm the young one. But I see all my deckhands now running boats and whatever.
Other places, yeah.
You guys are out there, and I say this heartfelt. Most of you got my phone number. You got the radio. If something comes up on the boat, captain shit that I haven't dealt with before, I'm not going to look down on any.
Call you out, make fun of you.
Yeah.
We all had
Give
a
me a
first
call
time.
if you have a situation, and that's why I use the words wrong. I don't know to say I've been fortunate because I've seen so much of this and had to deal with so much, or I've been unfortunate that I've had to deal with this, and I can just tell you what I've done in the past and what the Coast Guard expects of me.
Right.
And all. And I'd highly recommend the child thing. We've done it on our boats.
We put a limit on 3 or 30 pounds. 3 years of age or 30 pounds.
Because you got to have
And I
a
know
jacket.
you guys don't see. They don't make theirs wear jackets because there's some gray area on the charter side.
No,
where,
but you still have to have a jacket on board that's going to fit that infant.
yes,
right,
Yeah,
that's
you
right.
still have to have the actual fitted size
Yeah.
for that kid. So we just make them wear them, and that just covers us on two sides. You know what I mean? It's on the boat and it's already on them. And I know
Right.
not everybody does that.
I got something to add to that though. We should do it on the other end of the spectrum though.
Oh,
If you're
like-
85, 90, I'm sorry, your fishing's done. You can fish the bank, but you're done. You're not getting on the boat, dude. If we could barely get you on the boat,
That's where
Trying to get you
that's what
off
I got
of
the
it.
pontoon for. We pulled the
Oh,
pontoon
my
out.
Man,
God,
I had a
that-
guy, I was offshore and the guys came and got me and they said, Cap, we need you to come back here and talk to this fella. And I'm like, what do I need to talk to the guy about? Well, we kind of need him to sit down, whatever. And I'm like, why am I going back there to set somebody down? They said he's 94 years old and he's trying to stand up in 5 foot
Oh, my
seas
God.
and catch a fish.
That
You
hey,
know?
hey, I get it, because
Yeah.
that's gonna be me.
Yeah.
Strap me to the
You know,
railing.
if whatever year I make it to, just Hey man, if that's my last day, just roll me over. Keep fishing.
Yeah.
Roll me over. Keep
I walked
fishing.
back and talked to the dude, and he's like, he couldn't hardly stand up. I
Yeah.
had deckhands holding on to him.
Yeah.
Because he
Yeah.
was like a weeble. Having to set the walker aside so he could hold the rod. And I come back.
Who was it
there-
I called about the ratchet straps today? Was that today that I called about ratchet straps?
It was today or yesterday.
It was today or yesterday. So there was like, I was wondering if I could take the kids out. Nah, just strap them to the
what I was-
T-top. They'll be all right.
That's right.
I'd recommend no infants.
Yeah.
Because
No,
whether,
I'm-
whether
You understand though now, because
try to put the
here's the thing. Here's the
responsibility
thing
on
about
them,
infants.
it's
If
still
mom,
on you.
if
Yeah.
mom slipped and fell while she was holding the infant, that's
Yes.
still on you.
Yeah, that's.
You know what I mean?
That is a
makes
lesson
sense.
learned for sure. I mean,
Yeah. So just think now. I don't want to scare any of you three, but I want you to understand two things: criminal and civil.
That's right.
Okay, you may not be found criminal liable, but 90% of the times they still try to get you civil. Then that insurance can only cover so much. So if somebody dies on your and they might not find you in neglect, but civilly they can take everything from you with lawsuits and stuff like that. So always remember to lean on the safe side of like, if you don't feel comfortable,
Just don't do it.
Don't do it.
I got an app for that.
Got an app for that?
Am I wrong though?
What?
Age capping?
Age capping.
No?
It's not.
I think
I get asked that all the time. Hey man, how young is too young? And I'm like, look, I typically lean towards 7-ish.
Yeah. And I get that. And we're willing to take younger, but I explicitly make them understand that, like, look, and we offer like a 3-hour trip too. Look, when this one's done,
Yeah,
we're all done.
trip's done.
We're all done.
Trip's over.
So if it's an hour and a half in, if it's 2 hours in, if it's done, we're done. I'm not going to push her past their limits and then let us all deal with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just kind of ask them, do you got tennis balls on the walker? And if they say, yeah, I'm like, get on, let's roll.
So I've become. I'm real easygoing. I'm a grandpa though.
Yeah.
It's a little different. I've had like the 3 and 4 and 5 year olds.
And I love the 3 and 4 and 5.
And like, it's going to a limit where we're going to fish.
yeah.
Because I'm already a slow roller. I'm just going to slow roll to where I
Slow the
think I
whole
can
thing
catch
down.
something.
Cadillacing.
Yeah. So I might go to monkey hole.
Yep.
That's all you getting out of me. So you know what I'm saying? I'm going over there and I'm going to catch you some fish. But these people, and like the 3-year, I had a 3-year-old on last summer, and she was such a sweet little girl. Mm-hmm. And when she had enough, oh my God. But I'm really good with kids. So I put the seat down and I told her mom, I said, can I touch her? Because you never,
Yeah.
you're a stranger. I picked her up. I put her in the seat. She got the phone out, and she lasted the whole last hour watching
Hey, man,
whatever.
our front seats on the fish finders are
I have a picture
perfect
2
for like
days
the
ago.
kids.
I showed Jack.
I was like, hey, you tired? Go lay down up there.
Passed out.
Cold.
Yep.
Yeah. I had a
Drooling on
teenage girl
themselves.
sleeping yesterday
Yeah.
morning
Yeah.
in the cubby, the way
That's
the Key
funny.
West are, and I forgot she was there. I climbed up to pull the trolling motor up, and she was covered up, and I about stepped on her. I was like, oh my God.
That's pretty good. That's gonna be a good little. That's gonna be a good little Patreon clip. You got to pay to get that one. All right, so I got another one for you guys. We've all talked about our first trips, and we've kind of got a few under our belt. So now we kind of know, what did you not expect going into this, and now knowing what's entailed of you. Like, what are some things that were not unexpected of you as a captain, or things that you didn't expect to happen as a captain?
Something that took you by surprise. You were like, oh man, I should have thought of that. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
I got a good one.
Yeah.
So I didn't expect people to magically make them good fishermen, and they've never done it before.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mind like helping, and like I'm all about that. But and then expect to get like a full fish box on a 4-hour inshore trip. You know, I didn't expect people to expect that out of me, because I've paid for a lot of trips over the years, and the kind of fishing I pay for trips for.
You didn't expect it yourself?
No, I didn't expect it. I always understood, because I was going for like bigger things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, those that
So-
don't fish as much or don't get as much fishing in don't understand that fishing is fishing.
Oh yeah.
It's still fishing. No matter how good you are, how good the day is, you could still make the wrong moves at the right times, and there could be a million fish out there and you never see a single one of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I get that. And I try. I know for us, we try. Like when I get people on the boat, like, hey man, this is what it is. You know, if you don't like it,
4 hours goes quick.
it does.
Yes.
That's the other side of the coin too. I try to make people understand. And
Yeah, if
we
you're
do
catching fish.
a 3 hour trip. Even then too, a 3 hour trip. If you don't make the right 3 decisions or the right 4 decisions, that's
Yeah.
it. You get 4 shots.
I wouldn't even phrase it that way
Yeah.
because there's times I know I just made the right call.
Yeah.
Those fish, I know they're there. They didn't eat.
Yep.
Yep.
So I wouldn't even blame it on decision
Decision,
making.
yeah.
Because sometimes all right, the wind's this way, the moon is this way, the barometric pressure is right, the tide is right, there's clean water, there's bait. I
All the
know
variables.
these fish are there.
All the
And there's
variables.
times that they still aren't going to bite. So I see what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, you can make the right decisions,
Yeah.
and those fish still,
Yeah.
they're not eating.
So expectations of loading the boat.
Yeah.
Loading
Yeah,
the boat.
yeah.
You didn't think there was as many people that thought
I didn't realize that. And like today, they were joking, and they got on the boat.
We're
They
here to
said
stock
we
the
got
freezer up.
40 people at home to feed.
God.
And I
Oh.
told them, I said, well, I could think of a lot more cheaper ways to feed them than
Yeah.
come on here. And they kind of laughed it off, and they knew they were joking. I could tell when people were joking.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I could tell when they're serious. And I'll tell them, I said, listen, there's some great offshore trips that cost a lot more, but I promise you'll get a meat hole.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's obviously where we steer a lot of them. Those
Yeah.
that understand that you get out to that range where even on a not great day, you're going to bring home some decent fish.
Exactly.
How about you, Kyle? What was something that was unexpected going into this?
Mine's a little bit more like towards focused on myself.
Yeah.
I never expected to meet such a diverse group of people.
Oh, the clientele.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just from all walks of life.
Seriously,
all
that's what I was going to
calibers,
say.
yeah.
Like every day.
This is true. We get to meet a lot of different people.
Yeah.
A lot of different people.
Yeah.
And I think we get the perfect attention to it because it's almost like one-on-one for multiple hours. I mean, there's not how many other places do you go where it's one-on-one for 3 to 4 hours
Nah,
at a
you
time?
get on the boat, you're stuck with us.
That's
Yeah.
it.
You can't go
We're
nowhere.
family now.
You're a therapist,
Yep.
friend.
I
A
got
DJ, a bartender.
You have-
Amen.
Yeah, that's it.
You're all of it.
you have no choice but to talk to me for 4 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, you are stuck. Like
That's
I am
it.
going to talk your ear
Yep,
off
there
no
you
matter
go.
what, if the fish are biting or not.
Yeah, and
But-
you get a lot of different people, man. They come from different walks of life. I mean, we've had our fair share. I know me and Joe have had some amazing trips with people from Minnesota, don't
Yeah.
you know? And
Don't
then,
you know?
then
Oh,
you get
yeah.
to learn all these different
Betcha.
areas, and then you can reuse those. I like doing that one. It's reusing that experience from you took these people from wherever it was multiple times, and you find out little things that only they know about.
Yeah.
Like what is oh man, I can't. It's on the tip of my tongue. Different kinds of food. Like what is this? A pepperoni roll? Where's that one from? There's a pepperoni roll.
No
from-
clue. Never heard of that one.
Dude,
Yeah.
man.
I wanna know.
Or the squeaky cheese
I
from
want to know.
Wisconsin.
I want to know.
The
Give me
pepper-
some.
I think the pepperoni roll is like Pennsylvania, and then Louisiana. You got your boudin, and you got you got the guys out west with all their different stuff. But
I think by this point,
yeah,
10 and a half years in, I think I could go to Lake Erie and I could catch a walleye.
absolutely, absolutely.
I've
How
never,
many times have we heard?
I've never done it.
Well,
I've
I've
never
caught
done it, but I
walleye.
hear about it. I hear about it. Oh, we
And this
got
is-
our limit by 9, and
I fish a lot of
there's
Great Lakes.
there's a spinner rig with a worm, and
Yep.
there's different crankbaits you troll,
Yep.
Yep.
and so
And if you're from Ohio, that's all you talk about.
Walleye.
Yep. Never done it,
Michigan?
but I think I can
Michigan's
figure it
another
out.
I like jigging for 'em.
You got a bunker spoon?
Yeah,
I
that-
love it. I love it.
funny.
Get a nice lead.
Yeah.
Joe, you've had a couple years at it. What's something you didn't expect going into this?
I didn't expect.
Some old man out fishing.
Yeah.
Oh, throw
I
that-
didn't expect how kind the fishing community is. All the captains.
Yeah,
Kind of taking
yeah.
in stride.
It takes a while. They feel you out, but I think everyone was really
in stride.
really nice.
90% of us don't hate each other.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It kind of feels like a
You're-
clique. It's like respect among everyone because we're all doing
Well,
it. We're all
it-
grinding it together.
this
And
area.
yeah, I know different personalities
Yeah.
don't vibe with each other and drama and all that stuff.
To get it, you got to give it.
yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And that's where I draw the line.
Yep.
To get my respect, you got to give me respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. For,
I
you,
will.
But-
for the newer guys on here, I mean, you look up to some of these old timers that have been around, or
Oh,
even
definitely,
people like
man.
Absolutely.
myself
Yeah.
and
I tell
Caleb
you-
doing it for like 10, 20 years.
I've been fishing down here like since I was on and off. Of course, I didn't get to live down here. I was 8 years old when I was on Captain Dick's. You know,
I was about to say, we had mentioned this
So-
before. You may at some point have been on the boat that he was running.
So I got a
with me.
funny story about that, but it's been so I'm old. So one time, me and my stepdad were standing there. You know, you stand in line to get on the headboat, and the captain come out, and I swear it might have been Jack. He's like, the fishing hadn't been real good, but if y'all want to go, I'll take you. And I was like,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
yeah,
Sounds like me.
I was like, I was trying to think back, but like the guys have really looked out for me because when I fished, all my fishing was south. I never went up north. And when I started venturing up north,
Yeah, here.
I would get to a spot, and I knew it was a sketchy spot because here I am putting, and like Caleb's done it, Hayden, different guys,
Like-
they'll be like left. They get on radio left because I'll be dead stopped and I'm just looking, you know.
that or like, hey, it's about time to leave.
Yeah.
Got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see me on one of my first days when I
Yeah.
tried to take a shortcut around the
Oh,
green
yeah, that's
buoy.
right, yeah.
And I was hitting mud, and I said, "Oh my God!"
Nah, bro. Hey, if you when in doubt, pin it out.
Yeah. Let her
Drop
rip.
the
Faster you go,
throttle.
less you draw.
yeah.
Send it.
That's funny.
But everybody's been cool because I try to be cool to everybody. You know,
Yeah.
help you know, stay out of
Yeah.
people's spots or
We're
whatever.
a big community, man. We try to help. We're all competition, and that's something that's cool about fishing that kind of coincides with us. Is we're all competing against each other at some point, but it's such a friendly competition, and we all help each other try to win too. So fishing in general, no matter if it's you fishing with your friend on a boat or fishing on the charters with us or us fishing against other charters, fishing's always been a little bit of a competition,
Oh, yeah.
but it's always been a fun competition.
So I tell my clients, because I've had several ask me, because I'll talk to you or Dustin, you know, we'll all talk.
Yeah.
And they're like, it amazes me that y'all talk. And I said, our number one job is to make our clients happy
Yep.
and put them on fish. And that's all of our goal.
Yep.
And I said, so we're kind of working together. you
Well,
know.
one day you might have them and I need them, and one day I have them and you might need them,
Right.
and we all work together. And for the most part, we all try to achieve success together.
Amen.
Absolutely. So, where do we go from here, guys? What is the future for you three, and what's the end game for you, old man? So, we'll start with the younger ones first. What's the future? You want to do it?
So when I came, and I've known Jason for a little while. And
Yeah.
Jason, he was like, I talked to him. I said, I think I want to get my captain's license. Like, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And he's like, get it, whatever. You know, you'll use it. And I never, ever, ever had in my mind to come to Murrells Inlet and fish. That wasn't in my plan.
No.
Nah, like, I live in Georgetown.
Mm-hmm.
Georgetown was my goal. And then I went to sea school. I got my captain's license. And me and Jason talked back and forth a lot.
Yep.
And he was like, well, I kind of have a part-time spot, or I could make it a full-time spot for you if you're interested. And I was like, oh, okay. I said, yeah, I'm definitely interested. I said, I would never bring my boat to Murrells Inlet because I feel like it's already covered. You know, we got enough guides here, I feel like, you know. My thing, I was going to take my little tide water and run whatever trips I could in
Georgetown.
and start from scratch or whatever. And Jason just, like, he got to talking to me, and I come down, and I was waiting on everything to come in, and I started mating. I probably mated 5 or 6 times
Yeah,
with
you
the
hung
guys.
out with
you know.
Nick a few times.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. And so, like, I just really like the team, like the team aspect of it. Because, you know, when you're struggling, sometimes you need somebody to hey.
Lean on.
And so when I got down here and I seen how cool everybody was,
That was it.
and I always call Caleb my hero,
Yeah.
you know. But anyway,
That's a stretch.
I really, you guys, like, help me out a lot, you know, and everything. And, like, I've been fishing my whole life, but I learn stuff new every day.
That's right.
And anyway, and so when my end game is just to run boats here, and if I run a couple trips in Georgetown just with friends and family, I'll do it. But I'm old now. I don't have all the ambition I had when I was a young
You
man.
know, do it till you can't do
And
it.
so I'm just going to do it until I can't do it anymore. And this is my retirement.
There you go.
And that's what I'm doing.
About
And
you?
I'm happy. I'm happy with it.
Nice. Good. Well, what about you, Colin? You're still
A little
young with-
different.
Yeah. What's
little
your
different.
What's your going forward?
So I got a couple things I need to do first,
Mm-hmm.
like get my degree and all
Yep,
that stuff.
yep.
Got 1 year left of that.
Yeah.
but,
What are you studying again?
Marketing,
Nice.
marketing and retail management.
Good.
At South Carolina. So
Stick,
love that.
Stick with it. Don't,
Yeah.
don't become a fisherman.
Oh,
Too
man.
late.
So yeah, it is too late for that. But yeah, once I get that, eventually in the coming years, I want to, make the jump and buy my own boat and see where that takes me. Whether it be here,
Here. Or
probably not. Probably like
Well,
you said, Georgetown. Maybe
Georgetown's an
somewhere,
up and coming place, man.
somewhere in North Carolina. Not really against anywhere up there.
Yeah.
Obviously it's a
This place
learning
is pretty,
curve going
pretty
somewhere
heavily
else.
saturated area, and I get that, especially for new ones coming in, and there's still new ones trying to come in to even saturate the area more. So I know it's probably, and it makes me feel a little disheartened for some of the newer, younger guys coming in, because there's certain people that have just kind of like barged their way in. Whatever, we won't get into that. But anyways, it's cool to see you having plans to possibly go one way or another, or at least leave yourself
Yeah.
open for.
And-
for
and
Do you,
as
do
much
you-
as I
hold on.
would-
Do you see yourself? Because I know you have a lot of offshore experience. Do you see yourself pushing off?
I think so.
You want to
You
go
see
over the
yourself
offshore
staying
side?
in?
I think so. I think, ideally, it'd be running offshore trips, but
Yeah.
I understand by now that, Mother Nature decides
Yeah.
if you're making money or
Yeah.
not. And I know that a
Yeah,
lot
the
of
offshore
times
side
them offshore trips,
can be
them
a
offshore
guilty
boats have
pleasure
to cancel
Yeah.
a
with the
lot of
weather
their trips.
situation. Yeah, absolutely. I get that. So
I'm
Well,
kind
you-
of
you got time to think about it though.
Yeah, I'm plenty torn between it. I would love to run offshore trips. I mean, that is
And
my
I'm sure you got a little bit of a family here to fall back on until you figure that one out.
right,
Yeah,
right.
That's cool. About you, Joe? Where you going? You going to be stuck with us for a while or what?
Oh, apparently I'm a producer now, which was not in my plans. If
Yeah.
you told me 3 years ago I'd be sitting on a bus recording a
Producing.
podcast,
Yeah,
that would not have been part of my plan. But
we want to broaden your horizon.
yeah, no, maybe own a boat one day. But I'm happy running and enjoying my life out on the water. But a ultimate goal would be amazing, kind of a dream, would be to maybe mate one day on a nice sport fishing boat in like a big tournament, like
Oh.
over at Big
Those are
Big
like
Rock.
little goals to
Yeah.
kind of fill in.
And
Okay.
just chase,
I'll take
big,
it. I'll take
big trophy fish would be fun to go try to do. I
I
like,
would.
playing the bingo card, try to knock off some species off my list.
You want the pressure of
Oh,
a
yeah.
$6 million fish on the line?
Well,
and
maybe
you're
not
the
that
one that's
big
got to
too.
get.
But I want to be on the boat. I want to mate. I want to figure it. I want
right.
to see it. I've never experienced the offshore
Yeah.
side of
It's-
fishing.
dude, it's intense. I mean, I haven't even gone up that far, up that far up. the
Now, will it
food chain.
ever happen? Who
Just
knows?
the sport
but-
fishing in general is just intense by itself.
Yeah, quick
Yeah.
shout out to the guys at Big Rock 919.
Yeah.
Wow. That's good.
Heck of a
Dang.
day. Good job.
Maybe I can't do it, but
Hey,
I'd like to think I
you
can.
Nah, I can't,
You
never
don't-
could. You
don't
can.
know until you try, man.
You
Yeah.
can
Don't know
do
until you
it.
try. Well, boys, man, that's been pretty awesome. I love hearing where you guys are going to take this stuff. Love having you guys here on the bus with us, and I hope we get to have some more good conversations on the radio and here on the bus in the future. Guys, thank you guys for joining us on the bus, man. Enjoyed it so much. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. If you're in the Murrells Inlet or Myrtle Beach area, come check us out live. And if you're looking to get on the water, check out our sponsors that help support this channel. Link in the description below. Thanks for watching, tight lines, and we'll see you on the water.